Hey family, we are live, broadcasting live. This is the Conversation Room 101. Make sure it's only adults in the house. I need your mind to be open, prepared, and relaxed. Welcome to our home. Take your shoes off. We got some rules we need to go over. Be kind. No cursing in the chat. If you want to curse, call in. And no shouting out other channels. That's a no-no. We got one other rule. There is no judging our guests. It will not be permitted. Zero tolerance. And if so, you want to do that, guess what? We got security. And we will escort you out. Because over here, hashtag we don't care. We're going to be one big family. We're going to laugh together sometimes. We're going to cry. But we definitely going to pray. I thank the Lord above for everything. I lift him up and give him the glory. But you guys, right now, we're going to get our popcorn. And then we're going to see what's going on. And let me just park my car. And I'll be in there in a minute. I'll see you soon.
The Copyright Disclaimer Act. The Copyright Disclaimer Act under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news, reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is used permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Like, share, subscribe.
Do you want to know? Well, I've been thinking about you. And I think you'll have to listen. Because the sun is up, it's a beautiful day.
We won't stop. We will
As bright
not
as the
stop.
sun. Come, won't you come along? And it feels so bright. It's like luck is raining on me. Go and follow your heart. Doesn't matter how far. There is so much love to give. Something's telling me this time. Baby, baby, now
See this?
I
How you cannot go
Baby,
again?
baby, gotta go. There is so much love to give. Something's telling me it's right.
Neighbors and the
When you
community
came to me,
compelled to
who are
scour
you?
the area.
It's you, yeah, boy.
Where does the fault lie on you?
Hey family, how's everybody doing? Come on in. Tina Powers is in the building. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Thank you guys for showing on up. I came on real quick because I was looking at actually this case that just came up. Hey Tina, what's going on? I know I was running. I should have put something up earlier, but I did not. And I want to just share this with you guys. It's about a Davenport woman that is accused of horrible beating of a 4-year-old boy. Hey, woke to God, how you doing? So I've been working on a lot of stuff, and I said I'm still gonna come on in. I was doing some things. I got one thing done. I got 3 more to go, but I got to go to work. So that's how life is. I want to share this with you because I like the sheriff down there in the Davenport area. His name is like his name is Grady. And if you know anything about that sheriff, he is on it. That is one sheriff that is on it. I hope nothing bad ever comes out about him because he'll get on there, do the press conference, and he tells you how things went, and as they go to court, you can see it for yourself what happened or how he say it is and what they can prove or whatever. So this is in the Davenport area. A woman was accused of beating her child to death. Now, here's the thing, you guys. I'm going to read it, but I'm going to share with you the highlights real quick. This woman was adopting this kid. She had took on another kid, an older kid. I think he's like 14 or 16. and she was going to adopt this other kid, and they both from Haiti. These kids are both from Haiti. Well, I guess she's been beating this kid and threw him in the pool with his hands tied, and it's all on video. That's what's so stupid about it. It's all on video, so I don't know how this woman gonna. This just came in like 3 hours ago, so ain't nobody really got pictures and things of that nature. So I had to run and go get a picture of what's going on. But he just did a press conference, and so I'm going to read to you about what the press conference. This is in Florida, you guys, Davenport, Florida, not in Iowa, or Idaho, Davenport, Florida. Okay, so a 4-year-old boy is deceased, and his mother is in jail. Now, what I'm saying by his mother, not his biological mother, but his adoptive mother, is in jail on murder charges, accused of beating him. Okay, so the Polk County Sheriff Grady says Bryan Boyer, who was born in Haiti, went to live with Patricia. Her last name is Saint Zara. It's going to be hard to say that. Saint Zara. She's 36. We'll just call her Patricia. She's 36 in Davenport last year. The sheriff explained that the child was born to a woman who didn't want him, and Patricia's sister began the process of adopting him for Patricia to keep. According to Grady, also adopting her 16-year-old son from Haiti. The sheriff said Bryan suffered horrible abuse at the hands of Patricia. They say we have a video clip, and I'm seeing this. They have a video clip where the 3-year-old baby hands were tied behind his back, and she threw him in the swimming pool in the backyard. So this woman got money because she got an in-ground swimming pool. I'm looking at it. I'm seeing this boy looking like, what are y'all finna do with me? And somebody had to have the other. No, I only see her. She got like a belt in her hand, and she is taking this baby to the pool. So anyway, it's just a still clip real quick, but you can tell what's going on. So Grady says a video on the suspect's phone showed her throwing the child in the swimming pool with his hands tied behind his back. Okay? On May the 1st, Grady said Bryan got off his bus and his 16-year-old brother noticed he looked happy. But as the day went on, the teenager noticed the little boy was lethargic and unresponsive. According to Grady, Patricia told the teen that Bryan was faking it and to give him something to eat. So Grady said the teen fed Bryan, but he could not keep food down and went unconscious. That's when investigators said the teen kept saying the boy needed to go to the hospital. So Patricia took him to a hospital in Haines City, and the facility sent him to Orlando Health, where he died. Okay? They say we found injuries that this child has been beaten. We found an injury where his liver suffered a tear, and the medical examiner said it could be nothing else other than an immediate hard strike to the abdomen. And as the autopsy went on, they found different layers of bruises and injuries from past beatings, and he's dead. He's dead because she beat him to death. That's what Jude said. Detectives learned while investigating the case is stomach turning. He says, this is what Grady said. Ladies and gentlemen, it is beyond my wildest imagination how anyone can abuse a beautiful little fellow like this. Jude went on and said that he doesn't believe detectives know all the abuse Bryan suffered, and referenced another video clip that was on the suspect's phone in which the child was face down on the floor and she's beating him in the back, and he's not even resisting it, as though it is a normal occurrence. You guys, oh my God. The positive, if you search for the positive in this, is that he's in the arms of God right now, and he's no longer being beaten. He's no longer being punched. He's no longer being tied up and thrown in the swimming pool. Now he's, as our Christians believe, he's living the life there where he's surrounded by love and things all great, like he should have been surrounded by love and things are great here on earth for him. So Patricia's mugshot, I gave y'all that on the thumbnail so you can see what this woman looks like. She is African American. She must got money. But according to the Polk County Sheriff Office, Patricia's 16-year-old son is now in protective custody, and added that the teen told detective he was told to lie to investigators about what happened. Patricia has been charged with murder and aggravated child abuse, and the case is still under investigation. Gregory encourages everyone who suspects a child is being abused to call the authorities. Man, I kind of want to hear. Let me see if we can get it when he's doing this. I don't know. I just want to see if we can get it real quick.
Thank you very much for being with us today. I am going to tell you a sad story, a very sad story, about a 4-year-old little boy, and a sad ending to a very sad story. He was born in Haiti to a mother who didn't want him, and so he was adopted in Haiti by this lady whose sister was in the United States. It took 3 years for the adoption process to go through, and ultimately the 4-year-old ended up here in the United States.
Okay.
It's called the Biden program, and supposedly it's a sped up adoption. So the child's born to a mother who doesn't want it. We have no idea who that mother is. The sister of our suspect is in the process of getting the child for her sister, who is Patricia Saint Azaire. Patricia's 36 years of age.
Saint Azaire.
She's already got a 16-year-old son that she has adopted from Haiti. The 4-year-old comes here as a 3-year-old only a year ago. And what we've learned during this investigation just turns our stomach. We have a video clip of where that 3-year-old baby's hands was tied behind his back, and she threw him in a swimming pool.
I hope you guys can hear it. She threw him in his... Yeah.
We received on May 1st a call. May 1st, the child went to the hospital. So why did the child go to the hospital? Hart, Florida, at Haines City, but they live in Davenport. The little fella got off of the bus. He was happy. Everything seemed to be all right. The 16-year-old noticed he was happy.
Yeah.
They were home. Patricia, the 16-year-old, and now the little dead fella who's 4.
Wow.
The 16-year-old notices later on that he's lethargic, that he's not responding. Patricia says he's faking it. Give him something to eat. He can't eat. He goes unconscious. The 16-year-old has been saying he needs to go to the hospital. He needs to go to the hospital. He needs to go to the hospital. Heart of Florida thinks he has a significant issue, sends him to Orlando Health. Orlando Health tries to work with him, and ultimately he dies. He goes to the medical examiner's office, and that's when we get involved
Wow.
And as the autopsy went on, they found different layers of bruises and injuries from past beatings.
This child only been in the United States for
And he's
one
dead.
year.
He's dead because she beat him to death.
Yeah.
We don't know, obviously, how he got out of the pool after he was thrown in there with his hands tied behind his back. We have a video of that. We're going to show it to you at the end of this news
Oh,
release.
I see a stale
She's
clip. So
charged
now
with
I will
murder,
see.
aggravated child abuse.
I
The
really don't want to
investigation is
see
still
this boy
underway.
being dragged to
Her
the swimming
husband was
pool.
clearly at work at the time this event occurred.
Yeah, his hands was tied
She
when he was
was
put in
a
the pool.
disciplinarian. He was a student at Loftman Oaks, and despite his abusive treatment, they said he was a happy child.
They said he was a happy child.
And this never should have happened. Ladies and gentlemen, it is beyond my wildest imagination how anyone could abuse a beautiful little fella like
Want to
this
adopt
child.
these kids and don't know what to do with them.
But the investigation is still ongoing. We don't believe we know all that this child suffered. We have another video clip where he's face down on the floor
Mm-hmm.
and she's beating him in the back. And he's not even resisting it. It's just like it's a normal occurrence. You know, the positive, if you search for a positive, is that he's in the arms of God right now.
Right.
He's no longer being beaten. He's no longer being punched.
Hmm.
He's no longer being tied up and thrown in the swimming pool. That now he's, as our Christian belief, that he's living the life there where he's surrounded by love and things are great.
I don't know if she had got a paycheck. I think there's a paycheck when you do adopt from Haiti,
So every day
you know.
see
But she's got a swimming pool in the backyard. She done adopted these two kids.
understand that there's a small percentage of them that are being neglected and abused, and we need to know about that immediately. And when you go home tonight, hug your children a little tighter.
Yep.
Give them an extra kiss when you put them to bed.
Yes.
And thank God that you have those children, and they are miracles, and that you
They
have
get
the
funds,
opportunity
yeah.
to show them the right way, to raise them the right way, to teach them the right way, and then understand that we need to say prayers for these children that we have yet to
Come on.
It would have been great if we could have found this child and rescued him before he was beaten to death.
Right.
The 16-year-old
Come on.
is in protective custody
Okay.
at this time. He is obviously no longer at the home. Are there any questions?
I want to see the video.
That's still under investigation. I don't know if there were other DCF calls there or not, but our team, our homicide team, is simply the very best.
I bet they don't find no more domestic calls
We've got to work on
coming from that house.
time frames of injuries and types of injuries, and this was a
I'm
very
glad she's gone to jail forever. Huh?
gathering details.
She ain't getting out.
I don't know if we've had a chance to circle around with the school officials yet to see if they've seen or heard anything, because we have been intensely investigating the instant event. That will be on and part of the investigative protocol. But as you know, we release information as soon as it's reasonable so that you know what we know. And some of that investigation later stages of the investigation.
Hmm.
They were on the suspect's phone.
They were on the suspect's phone, he said.
At this point in time, he looks fine. He was coached to lie to us when we first talked to him.
Okay.
After we got Patricia in jail and away from him, he then told us, hey, I was told to lie to you, so that will be part of the subsequent investigation, but there's no obvious instant injuries, but certainly that will be part of the follow-up investigation.
Okay.
Well, we will interrupt with all of the charges that we know about right now, but certainly depending on what the rest
Hey,
of
Lisa
the
Calhoun, how's it
investigation
going?
tells us, that you can be sure that
His
I
name is
expect
Bryan.
to
He's
file
4 years
every
old.
criminal charge possible,
Bryan.
depending on where the investigation, the rest of the investigation leads us. Apparently not. You know, once again, those are the layers of the onion. We're not completely through yet, but at least when this injury that caused the death occurred, based upon the severeness of the injury and how bad that the child would have regressed from the injury, he was clearly not.
I'm telling you guys, they literally got a video of this woman with this boy's hands tied behind his back, and she threw him in the pool.
But if you can believe this, they've lawyered up. So when you lawyer up, because we're investigating injuries to your child and you won't cooperate with us, that's a clue.
She lawyered up.
Oh no, she didn't.
Wow. But I don't, they've got the best evidence in the world.
For ABC Liquors in the corporate office, I'm told, over in Orlando. She lived in Davenport. I don't know, but it's shocking. It's absolutely shocking.
They
But I
said,
can assure you of this, that if you hear something or see something or believe something or think something about a child being neglected or abused, if you call us, I can assure you that we'll completely and thoroughly investigate it with DCF. Because our number one goal in this organization is to protect the children. And that's why we go after child predators. That's why we go after pornographers. That's why we go after child abusers. And we certainly go after child murderers. Okay? And they'll make sure you have the clips and what you do with them. Or we're going to show them up here, or you're just going to give them to them. Both. Do you have the one? Which one are we showing first? Okay, this is where
oh, oh, oh my. She is beating this child.
that's not a corporal punishment spanking. That's a beating.
That's a freaking beating. Okay, here's the swimming pool. Oh, God. She threw the child in the swimming pool and walked away.
Now, if we can show it slow and stop it, you'll be able to clearly see his hands tied behind his back.
Oh, my goodness.
I can't see straight. Back it up just a little bit.
Oh, my goodness.
Maybe one more frame. You see his hands right there tied behind his back?
Yep, hands tied behind his back.
She grabs him by the arm and slings him into the pool.
Oh, my. Oh, my.
Liver. Okay, a significant injury to the liver.
Oh, my goodness. I can't believe they're even showing this.
All right? If that's not enough to upset your day, nothing will be.
Oh, Lord.
See you later.
He said, that's enough to upset your... It just did upset my day. Oh, my. You guys, y'all gonna have to... If you want to see this brutal... You know how we watch the video of, I almost said Shamika, but the one girl that they fought in oh my God, this is, trust me you guys, guess what? Every YouTuber channel is gonna pick this case up. They're gonna pick it up because they got the video and they shared the video and they didn't blur out nothing. They did not freaking blur out anything. I didn't think they was gonna show it. I thought they were gonna just show like still picture or something. And no, she's like beating this kid with a belt or something. He's just laying on the floor, like he's just not moving. He didn't flinch. He didn't holler. Well, there's no audio, of course. Yeah, there is audio, because I heard the bell go plack, plack, plack. There's audio, so he didn't even scream. He didn't holler or anything. Because I heard the bell go plack, plack, plack. And, Tina says, what did the child do to you, lady, for you to do this? She says, I'm glad that I can't see it, but I can imagine. Oh my God, you guys, you know what? I sometimes is happy I didn't see this before I came on, because I probably wouldn't even spoke on this. But this right here, I'm telling you, I know viral, cases. This is going to go viral because they have two videos. Two. One, she's throwing the kid in the pool, and you can see very clear his hands is tied behind his back, and she threw him like it wasn't nothing, like he weighed maybe 5 pounds. She threw him like a sack of potatoes. I'm serious. And guess what? He wasn't nowhere near the edge of the pool. When she threw him in there, she threw him in there like trash. Like, get your tail. Da-da-da-da-da. And he ended up in the middle of the pool. You can see his head come back up. But she said, I don't want to see it. Oh, my goodness gracious. Oh, my goodness gracious. Unfreaking believable. I think even if we showed it, they would just give us a strike. You guys, I'm going to tell you something that one thing about these cases, it makes me more humble when I see people treating kids like this, treating elderly people, people with mental capacity of a disorder. It doesn't matter which one it is, if it's severe or it's very minute. I feel some kind of way, and it keeps me as a humble person more nice. You know how people be like, how old is the kid? The kid is 4. He was 3 when he came into the United States. She only had him 1 year. It took 3 years. When the lady from Haiti didn't want this kid, didn't care for the kid, there was a woman, they said, that was in Haiti that had a sister in the United States that said, hey, my sister would like to adopt your child. And they started the process. It took 3 years to get that child over into the United States. And the problem with that is people in Haiti and other countries like Africa, They think it's just great to be in the United States. But I'm going to tell you something, I mean, there is a lot of bad stuff that happen in these other countries. I just learned of a child that just got killed in, the two women got taken out and the child was taken in Mexico. Yes, it was another child. It was another 14, 16-year-old that lived there. He's in protective custody. You guys, oh my goodness gracious. Oh, Sanjoa says, I don't want to see it. Girl, I said I want to see it. I'm thinking, yeah, it's going to be stale pictures. It's not going to, my stomach right now is, I mean, it already been hurting. And I don't know, I think I caught a little bug or something. But now my stomach is turning flips inside my stomach. Like, I'm going to tell you guys something. I went to work. I didn't work last night, but I worked the night before, which was Monday night. And I worked tonight. So I went to work Monday and they gave me a haul all by myself. I didn't have help. So I worked this haul for 8 straight hours all by myself. Now, there was one resident that was hollering all night long. I mean, repeatedly. You would think his lungs was like tired. He was tired, or I don't know. But he just kept calling a name out. Just like, say, for instance, we'll say Charlotte, help me, Charlotte. That went on all night long, all the way until 2 o'clock in the morning. That's all you heard on the hall. I had a massive freaking headache. I was frustrated because I'm hearing this all night. Nobody's coming to help. I gave all the meds. So I was the nurse, the med aide, and I was the CNA. And then I had to go do bed checks and reposition people and change people and clean people up. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad as I thought it was. One person can do it if everything goes well. But what if there was an emergency? Then I would have to go get some help. You know what I'm saying? Thank God it wasn't an emergency, but I'm just saying, the reason why I was telling you guys this, not to just, I'm gonna try not to go so much into my personal life and work or whatever, because it's irrelevant. But I'm just saying how agitated I was, because it's just all over and over and over and over. And these people, whether they're a kid or an adult or a disabled person or a mental illness person, I know you get frustrated, but I've never got so frustrated that I put my hands on somebody in an anger way. You know what I'm saying? I know you can get frustrated, but when I get frustrated, because everybody do get frustrated, but when I get frustrated, I just walk away. I let it be what it be. You know what I'm saying? Like if I can feel like, oh my goodness, this is giving me a headache, I'll go somewhere and sit down, take me a couple of Tylenols or something and go sit down. Because eventually it will come to an end. Eventually, not to a point, like if it came to a point where I'm like, oh, I know how to call in and say, I'm not coming in to work tonight. You know what I'm saying? And it's not nothing like that. I mean, if I go in tonight and things is the same way, I'll stay there and do what I got to do. But some people cannot handle all of that whining, crying, going over and over and over. And I'm going to tell you, there is a, see, my stomach is really turning flips right now. I did not need to see that. I don't even watch horror movies and things like that. I mean, I'm going to go see Planet of the Apes. I don't know if you guys going to go see it, but I want to go see that movie. I like to see animated movies where animals are talking and acting like humans and stuff like that. So, as soon as I get me another day off, I'm going to go see it. But anyway, okay. She said, I'm his only child, so I've been busy lately. Oh, okay, LaKendra. Hope all is well. So, you guys, yeah. um, that's what's up. That is what's up. There's just a lot of craziness. She said, I pray for you every night. Yeah. To manage the client. Yeah. Usually that hall is a real easy hall, and I have somebody, and we just slide through the night like it ain't nothing, you know. But when you don't have nobody and it's just you, it just becomes just crazy. Anyway, yeah, it's just not good. Just not good at all. So, anywho's, and I'm thinking because I haven't went nowhere in like 2 days, and I'm wondering like, dang, my light is on in my car, and da 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 da. Who knows what's going on there, you know? So, yeah. Oh, I gotta take these keys back to work. Yes, let's pray for Lakendra and her father, you guys. Um, oh, my stomach is killing me now. Oh my. I don't know why they showed that. I mean, man. See, now I know why I go to work. I go to work because I know that when I get to work, yeah, I know they always give me something that is very hard to manage, and they're not even looking for a CNA to come in and help out or whatever, you know. And then I'm sitting over there and everybody's like smiling because they've got CNAs, you know. They're like, we got the hardest haul, you know. You can't give me a CNA for an hour or 2 hours, or one to just let them come over here and help me with the, you know. But you know what? I didn't say anything. I'm not all for like, oh, the company needs to save money. You know how you save money? Keeping people alive. And if you don't understand that, because when they're dead, it just cuts off right there. Boom, that day, money cuts off. Sending them to the hospital is saving them money because it just makes sense. It saves them money because you know they get healthy or they get the care that they need, and then they come back and life goes on. You give them their meds. They're alive. Why would you want them to not send them to the hospital, not get the care, get sickly to death, you know, fatal, and then send them off and they barely making it, and now they're out for a long time. They're not probably going to come back, you know, or they come back in worse shape. I don't know what the logic is in people's mind now. It's hard to work in the area that I'm working in. I'm even debating like what is the use of going to school and getting my RN? Like what is the use? Because at the end of the day, think about it. You know, I'm finna retire. I've only got 4 or 5 more years to go. Do I really want to put myself through that? And what changes can I make being an RN? Like, what really changes can I make being an RN? These people, I mean, people make you believe that, oh, you can make a change. Well, what change can I make being an RN? I don't know. I have no clue. Like, I see the RNs at my job. Did you know? And I don't see they can even make changes. You know, I think I think maybe if you was an RN and when you speak on something or you seen something and say something, it's more believable. But I've been thinking about this. You know, it's just unbelievable. You guys, I'm gonna get off of here. Oh, my stomach is really turning inside out. I did not need to see that video. I guarantee you that is going to go viral. Oh, Oh my. Oh my. Oh Lord. I feel sicker than a dog. Oh. Anyway. Anyway, you guys. Um, like he said, love on your kids a little longer. Hold on to them. Give them a big old hug. Who knows? Now, it don't have to be you. It can be your neighbor. It can be the babysitter. It could be the teacher. It could be the next door. When I was looking on the news earlier, I seen all these kids car wrecks, drive-by shootings, and I really don't see a lot of adults getting hit and shot and all this stuff. But I see a lot of kids. I see a lot of kids getting hit and shot and ejected from cars and in car accidents, and they don't survive it and things like that, you guys. And you may be like, well, it ain't no big deal. It ain't my kid. It ain't my grandkid. It ain't my such and such. So you guys just keep going. But I tell you what, pray now. Pray, thank God for where everything is right now. But it's something there. All right, you guys. I am finna get off of here. I am, like I said, I'm gonna always try to keep it short. And wow. And I'm just not feeling good at all. Ooh. Ooh. I've been laying down, but I just need to lay down a little bit longer. All right, you guys. Be good, be safe, be nice to each other.